Salutare, fanele mele. Începe excursia de munte. O să închid acum.
Cine mai sus?
Am început urcarea pe munte, dar eu să mă opresc la primul popas și o să rămân acolo.
Cu cântec și veselie pornim în excursie!
You know, we were here at the camp and as we arrived, we saw the mountain. I mean, this mountain you can see from everywhere. And I think this is a target for everyone being here, getting up there and getting the view. Look here, with these plastic bottles, you already seen that they won't rot anyhow, yeah? There's, I don't know how old they are, I mean, looks like 10 or 20 years. So we decided to go with the children up the mountain and there to teach the nature, being in the nature, discussing the impact on the humans to the forest. What's the natural forest? The forest around the top of it was a really natural forest. And just in the surrounding of Prep, it were just young trees because they are cut down very often. So the people here have enough wood for burning.
Alexander,
Getting
say hi.
Hi!
Oh my! Look at that!
We're gonna play a game now. I ask you to, everybody gets a leaf from a tree. It's better being in the nature, discussing with them, and also have some impressions they take with to Bucharest or Iași. So if they learn something, they can really remind on something they discovered here in Prep. This is spruce, and then we are speaking about the spruce, about fir trees, and then your leaf is, I think, a beech tree, and then we are speaking about the beech tree while we are going. Okay? So when we reach the top, I think we have discussed all the trees which are growing here, and we can speak about what impact they have, what roots they have.
Cât de băsită sunteți? Am lărit cu cred.
Deci, simțim că ne apropiem din ce în ce mai tare de munte și printre rămulezi se poate vedea puțin cât de cât. Ce e asta?
E zmeură.
Zmeură, uitați.
Zmeură? Ce bună e!
Nu, uite, îmi place zmeura.
We are now here at over the half of the distance. We passed 5.5 kilometers and 4 kilometers are left. But watch out, the end, when we have got about 80% behind us and 20% left, we have to climb up very quickly. And this will be very exhausting. So watch out, enough power is left for the last 20%. Okay? Perfect. In the planning, it's important having enough water with, having enough food with, having maybe a rain jacket if it's cold up there, and have proper shoes. Well, I keep reminding every child having enough water with. I didn't thought about that they're just taking a half-liter bottle with water. I thought they might take a bigger one. That was my, yeah.
Ziua 30. Că suntem pe munte, ne-am pierdut de
Mai avem apă?
Mai avem încă puțină apă.
Da, mă, dai apă în box.
Băut apă mai ai?
So now we've reached altitude about 1,000 meters high. We are on a plateau, so you really realize we are kind of going flat. The streets are quite flat. And we've got about 75% behind, 25% to go. Now we've got a little flat road, but then we really have to climb. So this is going to be exhausting. Please spare your water, you will need it. Now it's cool, now it's flat, we don't need water now. Afterwards, when we climb, it might be sunny, so there we will need the water. Okay?
Okay.
It was very important showing them the importance of clean water. And when we walked up there, we knew that there was a spring up there. A shepherd told us, and everybody knew here around. And it really showed the children how important it is to have clean water. This was a real turning point on the hike up there because it was the right moment. We were really lucky having it at that point because at that point really every water was drunken, so we refilled. For the footprint, water is a big point, and maybe on this way we could show them.
Aaron has a punishment of not coming. Why?
Because he tried to, but they were playing with a motorcycle of a guy who was fishing. The man came up and he was very angry.
Stai, tot să vină, tot să vină.
I mean, I wouldn't be... Are you... We're with?
Opa! Opa! Surprise!
Okay, so you are not going up the mountain also? I don't know, you tried to start the motorcycle, you said?
Who tried?
Me and Matei.
Okay.
Niște băieți din grupul nostru au umblat la această motocicletă și nu este bine, nu este frumos. Aceasta este Vespa.
When they went up the mountain, so no child here is forced to do anything. So they can read a book about the environment, about coral reefs.
So what do you think is the bigger punishment?
Going back.
Going back to prep or trying to climb up the mountain, which is going to be...
Going back to Silvia, it's...
do you think the bigger punishment comes
please
from
help
me
me, God.
or comes from Silvia?
You. You're Silvia.
So again with the mountain, only who wants to go goes, and the others do a little tour, and if someone doesn't want to do anything, they can stay behind. Voluntary. It turned out half of them went right to the top and they loved it. Suddenly they went out of their comfort zone.
No, I've got a trade, yeah? Morning sports, some extra workout with me in the morning, and going up the mountain, or going down to prep. You just do the morning sports like every other.
The first one.
The first one.
The first one.
Mati?
Am mâncat așa ce m-am băgat. Go up the mountain.
And doing some extra sports
Yes.
every day.
Yes.
Silvia will see it anyhow.
Mă bag.
Decision made.
Dacă
Okay.
mog, asta e.
Crezi că prima parte a fost mai ușoară sau mai grea?
Prima parte a fost mai întâi la urcare, deci a fost un pic mai greu. Dar da, mi-a plăcut.
Și acum a doua parte până acum, cum ți se pare?
Ușoară.
What happened? Okay. Surprise, surprise.
I'm not going to wear that.
Bă, dar cum nu v-ați legat papucii, că mor?
Faza e că sunt mici.
Come on.
Că sunt Adidas.
It's okay.
Ce ziceți de situația actuală? Nimic?
Nu comentez.
Cum s-a întâmplat? Pe ce parte ați luat-o?
It's always better having higher boots on, and you don't lose your shoes while going through this. The first target was the lake, and the second target was the top of the mountain. Okay, so everybody's ready. We're going to divide now. It's supposed we're going to the crossing where we have been before, and then we're going to divide to 2 groups. Okay, let's go. For the lake. Going up the mountain, which was going far and far as we were going after a whole lot of time. We should really spare water, drink if it's really needed. I'm very sorry, we should have taken more with, but on the other hand, now you realize how important water is. Imagine your feeling that's in some areas of the world, the people have this feeling of drought every day. You know, when we started, especially the mountain didn't get any nearer. We went, we kept on going, but the mountain seemed unreachable. So over the time, it was really annoying and it was really hard for the mind. And so it was really strengthening the mind. At that point, being still making some fun of everything was really impressive. And what I really liked the most was that they were exchanging water.
Așa, salut, sunt aici cu Teodor și Ondin. Și vrem să spunem că mai avem 4 km în care o să urcăm o grămadă. Și suntem foarte obosiți, dar continuăm pentru că e amuzant.
Now you nearly reached the top of the mountain. It's the stone, and that's the total top. But it's just a few meters to go, and we're done. Easiest way. Easy as pie. And while we were when we reached the mountain, it was a really huge emotion to them. You could really see it in the faces of the children, how happy they were.
Spune ceva, Matei.
No, bine, am ajuns să vedem Brebu de sus, de la 1400.
Cum te simți? Cum te simți?
400 de metri.
De metri altitudine.
Nu, de metri, da. The view up there was immense. I loved it.
E fain.
E foarte fain.
Foarte moarte abruptă, foarte moarte. Bă, voi vedeți fluturașul ăla?
They really felt the nature and they were up there about more than half an hour and enjoyed the view. Up there we were discussing about how hard it was to them, and it was a real adventure. Yeah, the children they need an adventure and they should know what they are able to do. No kid was annoying, no kid was giving up. I didn't imagine that, to be honest, and I'm really proud of the boys and girls, yes.
Deci da, de aici ne rostogolim frumos și ajungem la bunicul meu.
Așa.
Bunicul meu e mort.
Uf.
Ok.
Ana?
Fără apă. Cât de obosiți sunteți? Am înțeles.
Do you think they will dance?
After this?
Yes. We made this switch. So after
For
this
sure.
long day,
Yeah.
they will dance.